Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are on page 35 of your student journal, page 35, and today we're going to continue with what we were practicing yesterday. So we're just going to practice more. So our goal today, or our objective is today I will solve subtraction problems as addition problems with an unknown addend. Okay, so yesterday we talked about this number bond and how important this number bond is, that it creates something called a fact family. So we're going to write that one more time, okay? So in this number bond, I see that part equals whole. So part plus part equals whole. So we could write that as an addition problem. We could write 5 plus 2 equals 7. 5 plus 2 equals 7, because part and part equal whole. I could also say part plus part equals whole. I could write it the opposite way and switch my two parts. Okay, now I could also write it as a subtraction, because I could say 7, if I have the whole, take away one part equals the other part. Or we could say 7 take away this part equals this part. Okay, what I want you to see is that in addition, the whole is the sum. But in subtraction, the whole is the minuend, or the starting number, okay? So in addition, we end up with the largest number or the whole, but in subtraction, we start with the largest number or the whole. Okay, so I'm gonna get started on my problems. Here is my first problem today. And I have 11 subtract 8. 11 subtract 8. Okay, well, I know in a subtraction problem, my starting number or my minuend is my whole. I also see 8 plus unknown equals 11. Well, I know in an addition problem, my sum is my whole. So I know my whole has to be 11. Well, one of my parts is 8. Okay, so what's my other part going to be? Well, I know part plus part equals whole. So 8 plus what equals 11? Let's figure that out. 8 plus, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had to count on or draw 3 more pictures. So that tells me 8 plus 3 equals 11. So 8 plus 3 equals 11, which means 11 take away 8, so 11 take away 8 must equal my other part, which is 3. Because remember, in a fact family, all my numbers have to match. Okay, they all have to match. So I have 11s, I have 3s, and 8s. Okay, so when I use my number bond or a fact family, all my numbers have to match. Okay, let's see another one of those. Here's my next problem. And it says 13 minus 9, or 13 subtract 9. Okay, so in a subtraction problem, my starting number or my minuend is my whole number. In an addition problem, my sum is my whole number. So I know my whole number has to be 13. Well, 9 must be one of my parts. So 9 plus what equals 13? 9 plus what equals 13? Well, we could count up. So I'm going to say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 13. So 9 plus 4 equals 13. So I can say 9 plus 4 equals 13. Well, then I also know it says 13 minus 9 equals what? Well, 13 take away one part equals the other part. So this number bond is really cool because it helps me write all these different equations. Okay, I could even write more that they didn't ask for. I could even say 13 minus 4 equals 9. Or I could say 4 plus 9 equals 13. So this number bond is really, really cool. Okay, let's do a few together, boys and girls. We are on page 36 of your student journal, page 36. And here's our first problem. Okay, 11 subtract 9. Well, in a subtraction problem, our minuend or our starting number is our whole. We also have 9 plus unknown equals 11. And in an addition problem, our sum equals 11. So we know our whole is 11. And then we know one of our other numbers is one of our parts. So what does this missing part have to be? Well, 9 plus this part, my two parts have to equal the whole. So 9 plus what equals 11? Well, let's see, 9, 10, 11. So 9 plus 2 equals 11. So I could say 9 plus 2 equals 11, which means 11 minus 9, 11 minus 9 must equal 2. So we use the addition problem and the number bond to help us solve the subtraction problem. Okay, let's look at one more together. This time it says 8 subtract 5. Okay, so what did we say? In a subtraction, our starting number is our whole. Then we have 5 plus something equals 8. Well, in an addition problem, our sum equals our whole. So we know our whole's 8. And then we know 5 must be one of our parts. Okay, so what does this part have to be? Well, remember, two parts have to equal whole when they're added together. So 5 plus what equals 8? Well, let's try it. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 plus 3 equals 8 because I counted up 3. So I could write here 5 plus 3 equals 8. Well, then I also know that 8 take away 5 equals 3. So 8 take away 5 equals 3. So again, this number bond and looking at addition helps us solve subtraction problems. Okay, boys and girls, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.